Okay, now let's answer the non-fiction exam, pages 50 and 51. Okay, the first question: how does the mechanism inside a clock tower work? So I need to find how the process is done. You will find in the first paragraph, in lines 5, 6, 7, and 8, it says the mechanism marks the hour and sometimes segments of an hour by sounding large bells or chimes. Number 2, how frequently did early clock towers let people know the time? Here it's an explicit question too, and he wants to know how often would the clock strike so that the people can listen and hear the sound and they know what time it was. Okay, you will find this in line 6 and 7, and you will answer using your own words, every hour or more. Number 3, give 3 visual features of clock towers that would help people know the time. When I say visual features, visual can be seen, and features, it means like characteristics. It means 3 descriptions from the outside. So when I see something like this, I will say that this is a clock. You will find this mentioned in paragraph 1. You will find that a clock has a clock face. The clock face is the part that carries the arrows and the numbers. Okay, the clock can be freestanding tower, like the towers that you can see on the pictures on page 50. Okay, or the tower, the clock was a part of a building or a church, a part of a building, a building and attached to it, okay, this tall tower. Number 4, why would clock towers be referred to as landmarks? I know that you know the word landmarks. The landmark, it means that it can be seen by all the surroundings, by all around. For example, if I am on a plane, okay, and I am flying over Egypt, the first thing that I will see will be the 3 pyramids. So I will know that now I am flying over Egypt. So the landmark here is the pyramids, okay? So here he is asking, why would a clock tower be referred to as a landmark? Because a landmark can be seen from all around. You will find this in lines 15, 16, and 17. Question number 5. Explain why the text finishes with a reference to the Royal Mecca clock tower. So finishes, it means I'll go to the last paragraph, and I will find in the last paragraph that it says, which is the largest clock tower in the world. So this is going to be my explanation. It's the largest clock tower in the world. Number 6. Put the following words or phrases from the text into your own words. It means that you're going to give a synonym or the meaning. But the first thing for you to do is to spot where the words are. I have the first word, the word prior. It's found in line 10. Prior means before. The second one is surrounding community. You will find this in line 14. It means the people who lived in the area. The third one is common sight. You will find it in line 22. It means that this is familiar. The fourth one is freestanding structure. You will find this in line 31 and line 32. Freestanding, it means it's not attached. It stands on its own. Number 7. Suggest a subheading for paragraphs 1, 2, and 3. As you can see, 1, 2, and 3, okay, they are speaking about the clock towers, but you can see in the middle of the 20th century, in the 18th century. So, of course, here I'm speaking about the history of clock towers. Number 8. Royal Mecca Clock Tower in Saudi Arabia, which is the largest clock tower in the world. This is a technical question. He's asking about the language. Why has a dash been used in this sentence? We know that we use dashes, okay, to include extra information. I use 2 dashes. Why? Because the extra information, this specific extra information, is in the middle of the sentence. But here he's using only a single dash because the extra piece of information he wanted to add is at the end of the sentence. So I will say that a dash is used to add and highlight a piece of information at the end of a sentence. Number 9. And this often marks the hour, between brackets, and sometimes segments of an hour. Why have brackets been used in this sentence? We know also that the brackets are used sometimes to add extra information, sometimes to add meaning, but here he wanted to highlight the importance of the piece of information that he enclosed between these 2 brackets. Number 10, the text uses largely facts. Give one example of a fact from the text. As I explained before, when you are giving a fact, the easiest thing is to look for a number. And I have found a number in the last paragraph, which is, it's also the tallest building in Saudi Arabia with a height of 601 meters. But this is going to be my fact, and I have to write that this is found in line 31. Number 11 is going to be your assignment for today. Rewrite the second paragraph to include the main points in no more than 40 words. This is going to be your assignment for today, and please send it to me on my email, like what you did yesterday. Number 12, he wants you to get from the text. Find an example of a verb phrase. When I say has alone, okay, this is a verb. But when I have a longer phrase, which is a verb too, I call it a verb phrase. So, for example, I found one in line 1, has been built. Letter B, he wants a pronoun. Of course, you can write any pronoun like I, we, you, they, he, she, it, or these and those and this and that. Okay, I picked one from line 15, which is these. Letter C, he wants a proper noun. We know a proper noun is a name. A proper noun is a name. I give to a noun. So, for example, when I say a boy, this is a common noun. When I say Mike, this is a proper noun because I gave a name for the boy. Of course, you can see several and many proper nouns in the text. I have chosen the word Mecca in line 27. In letter D, he wants a comparative adjective. Comparative, it means he's comparing. So, for example, when I say tall is an adjective. But when I say taller than, this is a comparative. When I say the tallest, this is another comparative. Okay? I found one in line 29, which is largest. Question 13. Copy this sentence, then underline the main clause. We said that the main clause means it doesn't include any conjunctions. So when I say they were placed in towers, so the bells would be audible for a long distance, I can see that this is a compound sentence. It is joined two simple sentences by the coordinating conjunction so. So I will underline the first part without including the conjunction so. They were placed in towers. Number 14. From paragraph 1, he specified paragraph 1. Find and write an example of a compound sentence. I know when I say compound sentence, the first thing that will come to your mind is the coordinating conjunctions or the fanboys. Okay, but when you read the whole paragraph 1, you're not going to find a compound sentence. It means two simple sentences joined by a coordinating conjunction or the fanboy, one of the fanboys, of course, okay? But you will find another thing. You will find two sentences joined with a semicolon, and we know that a semicolon replaces what? Replaces a comma and a coordinating conjunction. So I can consider this one as a compound sentence. You will find this. The mechanism inside the tower is known as a turret clock. This often marks the hour by surrounding large bells. Before the semicolon, I have subject and a verb. And after the semicolon, I have subject and a verb. Okay? It was supposed to be and this often marks the hour. But he removed the comma and the and he placed a semicolon. Question 15. Copy and correct the errors in this sentence. Bells in clocks is crucial so the people can hear clearly. You will find on Moodle that I underlined one of them, which is the word is. The verb is here is not suitable because I am speaking about a plural noun, so it has to be are. And there is something else. I can say so the people can hear clearly, okay? When I have a general noun like the people, I do not need to add the. When I'm speaking about dogs, I do not say the dogs are loyal pets. I say dogs are loyal pets. So when I am speaking about a general noun, I do not put the. The last question, rewrite this sentence adding the two missing apostrophes. Clocks aren't used by everyone today, but it's still important to have them as historic landmarks. You will find that I have two missing apostrophes, the first one in the word aren't and the second one in the word it's. Good luck.